I am here to record one final video of Million Monster Militia before I leave on my trip that I keep on talking about. I was looking at my schedule. This is the last day before I leave, by the way. I was looking at my schedule. I had the same video in the schedule 3 times. So clearly, I'm in great shape, and that is very good. But it does mean that I have to get another video done. So I'm just doing another Million Monster Militia because I'm having a great time with it. Hopefully with less smoke alarms going off in this episode. It was just a cursed video last time. Felt really good about it. We should unlock common and didn't I unlock common and uncommon monsters, man? Let's unlock all constructs and demons. I think that this is important. This is important. Limited militia, only constructs and demons. Oh god, okay. I mean, let's see how it goes, okay? I don't know. I don't necessarily know what to expect from this. Look at these little suckers, the androids. If there are 4+ androids deployed, deal +2 damage. I mean, look at that. They're all doing 3. That's lovely. That's lovely. Okay. Could get wonky today. Could get wonky. Adds every deployed unit's bonus damage before multipliers are applied to that unit's base damage. Then remove itself from your militia after 4 deployments. Holy crap. I mean, that's kind of sick, to be honest. I could make these androids, like, actually really good in the early game. What about the Demon Slayer? Mark a random adjacent demon for destruction, granting +3 damage to every demon in your militia. You're also nuts, man. You're nuts because we have the potential. Because there's only demons, right? You are going to scale the other demons like crazy, but then we're going to accidentally kill them. I'm going to take Green Hands, man. Because what you're going to do is buff all of the constructs. They're going to all do, and I would love to get more of them. More androids, right? Yeah. Yeah, now you're interesting too. Deal +1 damage for every 6 spiders in your militia. If adjacent to 6 replicating spiders, deal +6 damage and mark all of them for destruction. Chance to duplicate equal to 50% minus 2% for every other deployed. So you're just going to keep on duping, but you don't do... maybe you do that. I think you just want androids, man. I think you just want androids. Because they're now all dealing 5, except for this guy that deals 3. But then they're all going to gain again. Like, we actually... I know it looks crazy. But I'm going to keep on... Garbage collector. Randomly mark 1 deployed common unit for destruction, receiving +10 base damage for each. But destroy itself after it does this 8 times. You're also crazy? But you're not crazy enough right now. I'm gonna keep this android strategy, which is I'm not even sure it's that good, right? But I love the idea of having transforms adjacent water into whiskey. That's interesting. If it can find a random deployed common unit, mark it for destruction. It's fine. I'm going to add 1 more. Okay, deal 1.5 damage for every empty square on the battlefield. I'm like fascinated by you as well. We're down to that this sucker. We've given these guys 2, 3. You've done it 3 times, so after the next one, you're gonna go away. I'm gonna take this, and I think that it's going to do some damage. It's 656 damage, so he's now a civilian. that was not smart. Grab Master General. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. But they all do. I mean, we're doing 72 damage from our common units, which is very, very interesting. This will also kill somebody. 0 times damage for all deployed units. After 5 deployments, deal 10% of the boss's health as damage. Diversity demons. Deal damage equal to the number of different unit types. That's unfortunately not good for me. The stupid part is that if I just keep on getting the aesthetic over and over, we're going to maybe just win. I'm now, like, it obviously requires us getting that unit now over and over, which is a low chance, but I mean, it's not that low. Is this the dumbest strategy of all time? That damage is gonna shrink fairly rapidly too, and now I'm stuck with a bunch of civilians, which is not, it's not great. Oprah for the win tree, incredible. I just don't know, man. I mean, I think that we are so cooked, it's unbelievable. Deals bonus damage equal to 5 times the number of bosses you've encountered. You're gonna do 10 bonus damage. I think that you're important, especially if I can get you to get... You're doing 20 damage, actually. Have I fought 3? I have fought 3, my bad. Wait, why are you only doing 20 then? 5 times number of bosses you've encountered. We're on the 4th. We've encountered him. Okay. I mean, dude, take another one. They're kind of sick, right? They're kind of sick. And then if you can get the one guy back that does the bonus damage again. When deployed, add 2 randomly selected units to your militia. Randomly selected units. I mean, I hate that for sure. So take another ascetic. Okay. 129 is completely okay. I mean, it's just like, it's kind of weird. Each one I take, it gets so much worse, right? But now they're not one-shotting the boss. So they're just doing a lot of damage. Like 86 damage is awesome, right? That's a lot and it's lovely. Which is kind of cool. Now, these I don't think I care about. I will say that we don't have a way... we don't currently have a way to get rid of any of our units, I think. Like, the civilians are the biggest issue. If I can find a way to remove civilians, we're in great shape. But I haven't figured out how to do that yet. The garbage collector is probably the way to do that. And I think that it's fine. So garbage collector has destroyed an android. I really don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't. I think this is a really scary idea, but I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. Because you're only giving me, like, 2 types, I'm getting so much more stuff. And since I'm getting so much more, like, I'm getting more of the same units, and since I'm getting more of the same units, I can bank on getting more aesthetics over and over. If it can find a randomly deployed common unit, mark it for destruction. If that happens, prevent my heal from falling below 2. I'm going to tell you that I think I just want... I mean, both a mirror demon and an aesthetic are really good. I think you need the mirror demon to keep you afloat. Because, I mean, they're actually going to scale kind of like crazy. If I can ever get the one very rare, which maybe we just had and I didn't look at it, the one very rare that adds the bonus, then that goes kind of nuts. Take another aesthetic. All of the common units are getting obliterated, which means that your androids are no longer, you're not getting the benefit of the androids anymore because there's only one of him and he's about to die, right? But you're doing 656 damage a turn from each of your aesthetics, and it's going to go up on the next turn too. So that's good. I reroll. None of these are good enough. You still have a baller build right now. It just looks a little wonky. I mean, if it works, then I'd say that it's pretty good. We are going to do a lot of damage, but we did not one-shot a boss. So it's fine. Oh, look, it's Green Hands, the exact guy that I'm looking for, right? Because now he's going to add these guys. You're going to get 40 base damage now. And it's going to actually go up again even more. So now you're doing 85 damage a turn. It's going to scale these guys to be doing over 100 damage over the next couple of turns. Which is obviously incredible. It's very good. Then you add another aesthetic to the build. Right? I think. Yeah, I think. You go kind of crazy. You take another Green Hands. I like this. I like this. Because Green Hands keep scaling your Mirror Demons to being pretty good. If you're at 4+ health, transform an adjacent human into a vampire. Nah, I really don't care. Adds +1 to the boss's damage. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. We don't like you. Another Mirror Demon. The Mirror Demon is crazy, man. The Mirror Demon plus Green Hands? Come on. The scaling that we get from that is on another level, and then it's level 10. I mean, we will win this with flying colors, to be honest. 2,000 damage. I could Mayday button right now if I wanted to, and your ass is dead. And I mean, I'm probably going to. I feel like I say this basically every single time. There's no reason not to just Mayday. And it feels so good. 21,000 every single time. Okay, yeah, weirdest run of all time, for sure. Some absurd units in the demons, man. Absolutely absurd units. Let's do New Haven, Connecticut to give me common and uncommon monsters, which I swear we have played with. I really swear we have. Yeah, because this is Willow the Wisp again. What kind of weird build can we do? I mean, we never made the giant rat build actually, like, go to the moon. So I kind of want to make it go to the moon. You need a biologist in order to do that. You also need a writer in order. We're going to run more or less the same build as before. It's just only giant rats with it. Gold is important as well to scale the rat. I mean, that's fine. As long as you're not hitting anybody else, that's okay. Recycler marks adjacent items for destruction. Yeah, we have constructs now. I forgot about this. So there are possibly other ways for us to play this. Adjacent items for destruction. Each time it happens, this receives a base damage for every recycler currently in your militia. Don't really care. And I unfortunately don't really care about these either. So I'm just going to skip on this one. Obviously, the squad's not perfect. My rat did get increased damage, which is nice. Couple too many units now in our world, man. So it's harder to get my giant rats. But that's okay. Rat getting buffed. Oh, big old 3 damage. A huge 3. He's going crazy. Okay. Reroll. Panther. I mean, you take a writer. You take a writer because you need the books. Books are important. I will say that we are not doing enough damage right now. It's a big old issue. You could do gold. You could do a claymore in the attempt to get rid of some of your civilians. And it does a good chunk of damage. Ouch! 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 That's not a good situation. That's a disaster. You've killed one of my rats and you killed my writer. Okay. We hate you. We hate you for that. That was unkind. And now I have to skip. And I'm not sure we do 15 damage here. We don't. So I'm going to just die. I think that... why would I use my Mayday? I mean, I don't know. I probably should have used my Mayday button. Hit me with a retry on that. Because we have constructs and such now, it's harder to get the rat build to pop because we don't see as many rats. So maybe we can figure out some other approach. Grants adjacent humans 2 times damage. Maybe we can do something with an altar here. And we run like a weird human build. Alchemist transforms adjacent unit to the next in the sequence. Okay. Scrap metal to empty canister to silver to gold to scrap metal. +1 base damage for each. Okay, we'll take an alchemist. We haven't played with the alchemist here, so I'm curious. Because maybe we can do something with it. So the gold gets converted into... You get another gold. You're buffing him. So the gold you just added another of. We could also go with a gray goo build. Each adjacent unit has a 20% chance to go into gray goo. And then if there's 12 plus, transform each one into those, which could be a nightmare. I think I'd rather just take another silver. You've now added another silver. So your transforms each adjacent unit to the next in the sequence. Wouldn't that turn the silver into a gold, not into another... Oh, you did. Okay. You added the silver, but then you changed it into a gold. Okay, honestly, you're kind of sick. Then the empty canister can be converted by him. You get another empty canister, but you're going to convert him into silver. We're scaling up everything, which is cool. Gold Dragon Egg. Transforms into a gold dragon after 5 deployments. Grants 2 times damage to every gold dragon and red dragon currently deployed. Sure. Okay, sure. I think that's fine. It's a lot of silver going into our set, but then that's doing gold, which is scaling our people, so I think it's fine. I'm curious, the scrap metal here, what you convert to. You just convert back into the drum. Okay. It's not necessarily what I expected you to do, but that's fine. Unifier. If your currently deployed units include monsters, humans, and demons, they all deal 2 times damage. I'm not jumping to do that. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm jumping to do that. I just need a monster and a demon now. We did a lot on the first turn, or on the first boss there. So I need a monster and I need a demon. The dragon might be a monster. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Monster could be Laser Frog, but I'm not too in love with him. The Mirror Demon is always good. Like, legitimately great. So I think that you can take a Mirror Demon. That now gives you the 2 out of 3. There's our dragon. Do you count as a monster, Mr. Dragon? You do. That's great. Mark all gold and silver for destruction, permanently gaining +5 base damage for each. Holy crap, that's so good. Okay. You also grant 2 times damage to every gold dragon and red dragon currently deployed. Keep these going. We have the hell of a synergy here. The alchemist into the dragon goes crazy, and we now have the 2 times damage that's happening from each one of these guys. I need another alchemist. All of a sudden, dude, this goes crazy. Now, I am going to skip here. I will also say that the... Convert you, please. I don't know. It's good. It's good. I like this. I like this. We need another alchemist, and... I don't know. What else do I need? I really think that that's all I really care about. I think that this can scale to the moon with just an alchemist, but I'm going to take another altar because we do still have these humans, and the altars are actually scaling them pretty well right now. So it's like your number one thing you want are more dragons, because the dragons are what's doing the majority of the damage right now. And the dragon eggs keep the other dragons up going. An alchemist is amazing. Gold or any kind of silver or anything like that are great. Yeah, I mean, they're great. The alchemist just continues to add things. +1 base damage for each that you do. You're up to 68 damage in him, man. Maybe it was not actually 60. Maybe you got struck by Smooth Criminal. You're at 18 attack. I think you got hit by an altar or something. Which the altar is still good, but I think you just want to continue to scale this gold nonsense. I need the alchemist to be duping like everything in existence, man, all the time. This build is sick. I really like this. Demon Slayer, not the move. Biologist, not the move. Another gold, always the move. It's all just permanent scaling, man. It's permanent scaling, and as long as I don't add too much to the board, we're guaranteed a 2x on basically every unit. Bernie Sanders. What a name. What a gosh darn name. It's like, this is not the strongest build we've ever done, but it's pretty sick, to be honest with you. I think that it's an insanely fun build. Allows you to remove all instances of a specific unit. I mean, look, I actually, like, don't have any reason to do that, unfortunately. My civilians actually, like, do a lot of damage. They do 8 damage, I guess. Maybe that's not that good. Maybe we could have removed them. I just wish that I had... Like, we have these, take the scrap metal. We have the altars, so I want the altars to hit the civilians. I guess I just need the civilians to continue to grow, which is fine. A cloning chamber is also good. We want more of everything in here. You are going to add another civilian, which was not really what I wanted you to add, but that's okay. That's okay. Hello, Bob. Dragon's still doing 184 damage. More dragons are definitely needed, but gold is still fine. It's still fine. It's like, that's pretty good. You also added a 3rd dragon. The cloning machine hit a dragon, which is disgustingly good. I mean, that's like exactly what you're looking for, man. Silver. Just don't fill up the entire grid is all that we want. 770 a turn is fine. That is so good for me. That's so good. Another gold. Scaling. You're actually going to make the damage of this thing higher. And our one demon guy is doing, demon guy is doing fine. We will win here with, like, flying colors on a very weird build. Mayday. Boop. 9,000 damage. See ya. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. I like it. I really do. That went fine. That went so fine. Where to now? We can go to New York. New York. Unlocks rare and very rare humans. I'm limited to only humans and beasts. Okay. Only monsters. Only monsters. But you unlock rare and very rare monsters. Okay, only monsters because we just kind of did the human run. Not really, but only monsters. Let's do it. It's Wordle. My favorite online word game. Deal +2 damage for every other deployed gold dragon, were dragon, red dragon. 50% chance to transform one adjacent civilian into a were dragon. Okay. Not a lot of unit that we got out at the current moment, but that's fine. Hustle Goblin. If you deal more damage in a round than you did this run, double its base damage. If you deal more damage in a round than you did this run, I gotta piece my head around that. His damage is going to scale fairly fast, right? Which is, it's good. But then he's gonna get kind of weird. I mean, we can take another were-dragon. I do think that, like, the dragon play is interesting. But then if you deal more damage in a round than you did this run, minus this goblin's damage. So now, since I did more damage than I have on this run, he doubled his damage. So we want to add, like, very, very small. But if you don't, subtract 10% of its base damage. So I need to add a new unit every time to get slightly more damage than the previous time each time in order to scale him properly. Which is it's horrible. I don't know. I gotta think about whether or not I like that, man. I think I like it. You have to add somebody, though. When something marks this for destruction, create 2 instances of greater ooze. So 30 was what we did before. So theoretically, you should go to 8 now. 33 plus the 8. You will scale again here. We take a were-dragon. I mean, it's exponential, man. If we can just continue to have him do more and more. And I feel like we can, right? I feel like we can. 62. He went down by 10% now. Adjacent monsters deal 2 times damage. If itself or any adjacent monster is marked for destruction, receive +3 base damage and protect itself. Obviously, you're stupidly good. That's now 79, so he scales up. Mimic. When taking its turn, it gains bonus damage equal to the highest total damage of any deployed unit. Okay, that's disgusting. That's actually the most disgusting thing of all time. Now we're up to 130, which should scale Goblin Boy again. And he's just going to scale off of Goblin Boy now forever. You're up to 56 attack. I think with him and... we're always guaranteed to do more because he's always going to do the damage of the goblin. Am I crazy to think that I can add another mimic and then literally add nothing and scale this entire thing to the moon? So 392, he scales. Then next time, we just deploy, right? This is going to do a lot of damage. 746. I now skip everything forever. Because he will always scale to double. We may never take another unit, actually. That's actually the entire run. Okay. Yeah. Exactly what I expected to happen there happened. And that's really quite fun. Why... why can I not do anything now? You should have won. You should have won. Did I click through too fast? Okay. That sucks. Let's try it again, I guess. I maybe clicked too fast. Did I manage to break it? I might have broken it. Deathworm. Terror Creeper is okay. 20% chance to add a slime to your militia. If 4+ slimes are adjacent, deal 1.65 damage, mark itself. I don't know. We can try this slime nonsense right now. Try to get a couple of slimes. Maybe an ooze as well. We'll do like the oozy slimy build. I don't think they're very good, but I'm at least intrigued by it. Another slime. And each of you got a 20% chance to add another slime. You didn't. You did not do it. The red dragon transforms sheep into fire. It's kind of messed up, actually. Another ooze. Another ooze. Keep it going. Keep it going. Did I accidentally die on the last one? I have no idea what actually happened there. Okay, another slime has made it in. We're going to be a very slimy boy on the next one. 7 times damage to a random adjacent unit with at least 1 base damage. 15% chance to mark itself for destruction if you did that. It's crazy. I'm gonna at least try, right? You hit this guy with a 7 times. He did not mark himself for destruction. I now need to protect people. Like, we want to protect people from taking damage. Which there are monsters that do that. Give me another slime, I guess. The thing is that these slimes are not actually very good. They're horrible, and I don't think that there is a way to make them better. So, and there goes my phoenix. Okay, the slimes suck. The slimes suck. Let's not do that. Groper, maybe with Groper with the slimes. Your multi is 1. It's multi of 0 though. How the hell do I get a multi of 0 on something, man? I think Groper kind of sucks, actually. Or we do double the damage of every human. You still have the oozes, but I need a way to destroy the oozes in order to get them to do more. The Mimic is just great. I mean, that's just... He's just strong. Because he will make any one of our builds a better version of that build. Marks adjacent of all of those for destruction. Unfortunately, that's not my oozes. I don't know if we actually have a way to mark the ooze for destruction right now. Which creates like a large problem. That creates a large problem. Yeah, brother, I'm not sure that there's a way to do it. So I gotta think about this. Add a Terra Creeper just to have another 7 damage. Occasionally popping. And then scaling. Hydra. All adjacent monsters do more. If any are marked for destruction, you receive base damage. Like, you're nice, okay? You're nice. You're making stuff do 2 times damage, which has its value. I still need some way to destroy things, though. And I'm just not sure that it exists. I really am not positive that it exists. That's a massive issue, man. The monsters only is hurting me quite a bit. It's hurting me quite a bit. None of you do anything. I mean, like, maybe I've lost a lot of health, so the Varen Destroyer is okay. We're at least doing damage. I've made it somewhat far, I guess. Keep it going. We've filled up the damn board. It's a lot of slimes. They're multiplying like crazy. I have no way to destroy them. I mean, a double Hydra means that some things may be doing 4 times now. Slimes go away. I mean, I think I like that, actually. The Rat King. Marks adjacent giant rats for destruction, permanently doubling its own damage for each until it reaches 10% of the current boss's max health. Okay, it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life, but we can't play it, right? Because it doesn't exist. We don't have any rats. I would love to do that, though. I'm all in on that. Unfortunately, these are just not good enough. I'll add a were-dragon just to fill in the board. We have damage. We just don't have the synergy, right? We don't have a juicy play to get us really scaling high. A Phoenix. You mark yourself for destruction. If you're protected by the Hydra, then you won't be. So I suppose that's okay. None of these are good enough. I think we've seen all of the units, man. There's a chance that we hit like a 14 times on a unit, which could go crazy. None of these are what I'm looking for, though. Just keep it going. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. It's a little questionable, but you're doing fine. Engage ogre. I get it. Just an ogre. That's good, man. That's good. 215 damage. It's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. We're here for it. Another Hydra, you might as well, okay? The many Hydras are going to scale certain people. Like, this guy doing 88 is crazy because he gets a 4 times bonus. And we'll keep it going. Just because I don't have a way to mark people for destruction does not mean that we can't make this build work. It's still, I mean, it's still doing 353 damage a turn, so it kind of works. And you just gotta survive this round, and then you can hit the big guns and get a win again, even though you had a win, but you didn't have a win. You take another Hydra. Potential, oh my god. Can you imagine if this guy, actually, hold on. I don't know. That's a lot of damage somewhere. 98? Yeah. All in all, we're fine, which is cool. Because I kind of thought that this run was cooked. The Hydra makes this run significantly better. Don't die, Phoenix. Thank you. Keep it going. Keep it going. Deploy me. This guy... Oh, he was on a 0 damage round. No! Dude, he would have gone crazy. He would have gone crazy. Cause his damage is typically a lot higher, I think. Right? What's you're at 34? You would have been a 34 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, I think. That would have been a lot of damage. It would have been approximately a lot of damage. I really think that you don't touch much anymore, man. I think that we're very happy just letting this one rip for right now. The Hustle Goblin. He's not going to scale fast enough, but I will add him. I think that he's actually like an insane unit. But he is not going to have much happen to him here. Actually, he's going down every single time. I guess he's kind of useless. He's kind of useless. Our attacks are a little too variable right now. Rat King is not good enough. Siren, it's humans, don't care. Our damage is too variable because of where the 2 times multipliers lie. So he's just gonna continue to get worse and worse and worse. Here's final boss, Hoggeth. I'm going to melee button immediately. It's going to kill everything in existence. Mayday. Mayday. And you're dead. I'll take my victory. I will finish. I did it. Plants vs. Zombies prologue. I've unlocked Plants and the Undead. Okay. That's good. It's obviously great. I'm pleased about it. I'm not sure how it didn't. It still kind of looks like I didn't win it, to be fair. So maybe I had won it, but we had another fun run, I guess. Let's try the rare and very rare humans, okay? And see what we can do. Maybe we can come up with something here to get some kind of broken scenario. Engineer. When deployed, add 3 additional squares to your battlefield. Protect and grant +5 damage to adjacent structures. Transforms adjacent scrap metal into a random structure. Tax accountant. Apply 1 base damage to all deployed unit, and your next unit selection will all be common. You're interesting. I'm going to take the engineer, though. So now I have 3 additional places for people to go. We now also want scrap metal. So because I want scrap metal, I'm going to take the alchemist. Because now we have a way to get scrap metal if it doesn't show up in the list. I'm going to take the soldier because we're going to want to convert the civilians into soldiers. because the base civilians are not doing anything for me. It's going to be a little slow to get us there, I think. But I think that we can get there. I'm debating another alchemist, but I think I'm going to reroll. The archer is also intriguing, so deals 1% of the boss's max health as damage if in the third row, 2% in the fourth row, 3% if in the fifth. You're going to just kind of like do damage. I just am not sure how useful you are. I think you're fine, I guess. But I don't think that you're anything to go too crazy over. And I think that adding more soldiers is a mistake, but I am going to do it. My archer is doing nothing, man. He is doing close to nothing. Berserker, whenever your health is below 25%, this deals additional damage equal to the sum of all deployed units' base damage. Okay. You are great, because now the final 2 turns you do the existence of my entire situation. The Apprentice Thief, whenever this is deployed, you're offered 2 fewer units, transforms into a Journeyman Thief after 5 deployments. I gotta know what that means, so I will take you. And you do 10 damage, so you help me in the immediate future here. All of our civilians have been converted to soldiers, which is fine. I'm not mad about it. Still looking for scrap metal, so we can start getting some random structures in. Look at this nonsense. Yeah, okay. I'll re-roll you. This is a good time for the tax accountant. Next selection will be all common, but you're going to buff everybody. Permanent buffs are a massive, massive part of what we're doing here. Another soldier to then gain the permanent buffs. It's about scaling. All of these games are about scaling. You take another soldier. I'm going humans only, man. The idea is that if I can get the engineer, you're now a journeyman thief. I saw it. What is the journeyman thief? Journeyman thief is probably this guy. For every adjacent unit with 1 base damage, permanently reduce that by 1 and gain a permanent +2 to your own. Okay. Interesting. I mean, you're gonna scale for sure, which means the Berserker scales right along with you, which is okay. Take civilians because the civilians will be converted, which I guess doesn't really matter in the end, but it's okay. Yeah, I mean, the civilians, transforming them really does not do anything. I need scrap metal. I'm never gonna get scrap metal, man, because we don't have items, right? I'm realizing that now. So yeah, the alchemist is actually just kind of trash for me, because I don't have a way to get... I don't have a way to get it. Grants 2% damage whenever its multiplier or bonus damage are boosted. If fewer than 4 giant rats are deployed, 10% chance to add one. No, unfortunately, you're not very good. I don't think any of these are actually decent for me. I'll do the archer again. So how much are they doing? 18? But it'll scale. It could be really good. Dude, I actually just like don't think that any of these units are it right now. I do think we're fine, right? I think that it's still a good enough build. Take another soldier. We just want to fill the entire grid. Like I still have, still got 8 empty slots on the board right now. So while we have the empty slots, just keep frickin' sending it is kind of my thought. Tinker transforms every adjacent scrap metal into robot, every adjacent android into garbage collector. You're not good enough, man. Reroll. Engineer giant bird. They're not it, man. Now you could add books. Grants 5 damage to adjacent structures. You can't get scrap metal in any way from that, though. So I skipped. I thought maybe book to bookshelf to scrap metal in some way, but I don't believe that that's possible. So just chill with it, I guess. Berserker, I mean, he is good. The Berserker is very, very good. He's a backup plan, right? If needed, he's a backup plan. Dar, 2 times damage for every adjacent beast. Yeah, okay. I understand you now. It's the first time we've seen you, and I love the idea. Tax accountant still rocks because you buff all of my lads. And by buffing all my lads, damage goes up by the amount of people we have, right? And you're going to do that for several turns. We can take another soldier. The tax accountant is doing good stuff. It's the army build. It's strong, man. It's strong. I'm not sure that it's game winning yet. The only like real hope that I think we have are that the archers are doing 49, 39. That starts to scale pretty well. Take another soldier. How many people we got? We got 5 spots left to fill. 253 damage. Again, it's like it's okay. It is okay. Adding 1 soldier really does not change much. It's the fact that we have like only 1 item that is permanent scaling, man. And that's the tax accountant. And you only get him every once in a while, so it's tricky. It's tricky. I'll give you that. It's tricky. I do think that you probably... There's another tax count. You probably should have run some beasts in this in order to have any chance. I know that you're like, Tyler, you're doing fine. I get it. I think that it's going to fall apart soon. I really do. These guys are going to start to have a lot of damage. And I just don't scale in any way. And I kind of think, to be honest with you, I think it's too late for me to add more units. Like, go switch this to a beast build or something. I've decided to add 400 soldiers, and that's... I mean, that's our life now. I will add 1 more, and then I will not add any more units because I would want the tax accountant to have a spot. Obviously, if you give me more than 1 tax accountant, I will add multiple, but just chill. This should have been our beast build, I think. The high probability to get riders and giant rats and all that, we could have probably done something kind of nice there. But I think this is fine. We can add 1 more soldier. Again, we're still gonna live. So, I mean, maybe we're fine. I don't know. Monster Hunter? No. You can take a civilian. He'll be converted into a soldier, and then you'll just maintain the 1 spot that you have right now for a tax accountant. Cheetleboost. Good to see you. You actually have another spot. I don't know what happened to the 1 guy that we had. Lawyer is not it. Apprentice Thief is... He is actually interesting, in my opinion. He is interesting. We can bring him in. How do we now have even more people? We had 2 less that previous time. I don't know how now I have more. Yeah, we're all full up. We're 28. Grid is 28. Yeah, so we're all filled up. 509 a turn. Still entirely okay. It's entirely okay. 2 berserkers just in case things go haywire. 114 from our apprentice thief. Giant bird, berserker. Just chill, I think. Again, the berserkers will go crazy if we ever dip down low enough. Like, they will do 1,000 damage apiece. So I guess I'm not that concerned. We haven't really seen what the true potential of our build even is yet, which is kind of nuts, actually. How did I lose 3 people, man? Who's getting killed that I'm losing people? I didn't think that I had a way to have people killed. Now you have more again. I guess if it doesn't put in the engineer in the first 25. Yeah, okay, that's what's happening. If the engineer doesn't appear in the first 25, then those 3 slots don't appear. That makes sense. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Archer, don't care. Just keep it going. Big damage. 5-4, 5-1 left on him. Dar, Engineer. You're literally just looking for a tax accountant, and that's it. This is why I'm like a little bit concerned. This round, box jellyfish. 5% chance this will deal 40% of the boss's health. I mean, look, I'll add a box jellyfish to the build just to see. Failed that time. Be crazy if that hit, though. I ain't never seen that unit before. I love how there's just random units that eventually you see that you've never seen. Once again, nothing. Tough one. Another box jellyfish. I don't know, man. Now I'm kind of like, I love them. 1,500 damage. Okay, yeah. You go, jellyfish. You go. Doctor transforms adjacent stuff. Tax accountant's obviously a very important build for me. Jellyfish, nothing from them that time. I mean, we are going to win, I guess, completely fine. I should not have been concerned. We will, holy crap. Big buffs all around. 1,700 damage. Move on. Engage species 7361. They're flinging. They're doing good. Jelly hits, and then I'll Mayday. This is a lot of damage. 51,000 damage. Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, that went fine, to be honest with you. I'll hit you with a woohoo. I did it. I beat New York. Very exciting. I've unlocked rare and very rare humans. I still somehow have not beaten Montreal. I don't know how that's possible. I've beaten you twice. I'm like 90% sure I've beaten you twice. Not sure, brother. Not sure. We can try it again in the future. For now, though, thanks so much for watching. As always, like on the video, much appreciated. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.